listen, there will be haters, so expect all the hate coming your way. All right, because when you're on the quest of being great, people will doubt you. Now it's time to prove them wrong. Your favorite iconic movies, you like Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire. Guess what? He wasn't the first choice. He was the very last choice. Only reason he got the part sincerely is because of his friend Leonardo DiCaprio. Shut up, bird. Anyway, command it. All right, if you know what that means. So Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire were really good friends. I think they did one film together prior to him even trying to get an audition for Spider-Man. But Leonardo DiCaprio was very well known at that time. Tobey Maguire was still up and coming, so they weren't really trying to risk anything, right? They wanted this, okay, it's the first Spider-Man actual live action film, be more on a serious level compared to like those weird cartoon animated shows at that time before, you know, the comics really was popping off and everything. So they wanted to do a live action. And Tobey was literally the last option. Sam Raimi saw something in Tobey, luckily, not at first, but at some point gave him a chance. The studio was kind of questioning Sam Raimi's decision, but guess what? They did a screen test and he got the part. And then what happened? Everybody loved Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man 1, 2. People hate 3 for no reason. Honestly, I enjoyed 3 for what it was. Sam Raimi didn't want to do it because he didn't know much about Venom, but Sony was pushing it because originally it was going to be something else. But then Spider-Man 4 was supposed to take place with Vulture and potentially Felicia Hardy, which is Black Cat. But that got scrapped. And then guess who you had next? Andrew Garfield. Oh my God. TASM, the Amazing Spider-Man. I am telling you, the amount of hate this dude got for TASM 2 was crazy. I enjoyed TASM 2 for what it was, but obviously I enjoyed 1 for the story. You know, both had pretty good stories. It was just certain writing aspects could have been better, but I'm not the type to nitpick. You know what I'm saying? Crazy thing, I went to the movies to see TASM 2, but not TASM 1. At that time, it was weird, I know, right? And I liked TASM 2 because it had more action. It had better action sequences, but TASM 1 still holds up to par. I just watched that recently, TASM 1 and 2. But man, I'm telling you, like, Andrew didn't get his flowers until No Way Home with Tom Holland. But let's talk about Andrew. Guess what? Oh, this guy they can't redo another Spider-Man because Tobey already did it. It's not going to be as good. Wishy-washy in the third. But let's be honest, Tobey Maguire was a way better Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield was a way better Spider-Man. Now that might piss and trigger some of you people. It just might, but it's facts. Tobey Maguire showed the real life of Peter Parker without Spider-Man. When he wanted to quit, he had to pay rent. He couldn't confess his love to he couldn't be honest with MJ. Harry thinks he killed his father intentionally. Otto Octavius, his mentor that he was supposed to do a college paper on, decides to damn near mess up half the city talking about the palm of the sun and the power of the sun in the palm of my hand. Like, bro, he was going through it. And that's what Peter Parker does. He goes through it and still pushes through it. After losing Uncle Ben. Bro was just getting Millie rocked left and right. But Andrew still had his own hardships. He sure did. But he was a better Spider-Man. He still knew what it was to be the greater good. He never quit. There's nothing against Peter. There's nothing against Tobey's version. It made sense for him to quit. He had to before things just got way too crazy where he couldn't spin his life around. But Andrew, although he didn't quit, I bet you he was contemplating. You know, but Gwen Stacy was the reason why he didn't. And in the end of TASM 2, he did for a little bit, but he brought the suit back. You know, one last time against Rhino. I wish they had TASM 3. You know what I'm saying? But then now all of a sudden, oh, Tom Holland. Now he's in the Captain America Civil War and Avengers film. Oh, now we got another Spider-Man. Can he live up to Tobey? Can he live up to Andrew? Like, it's always the negative, ignorant bandwagoning that's so exhausting to me and actual hardcore fans who appreciate each adaptation for what it is. Yes, you could argue that Andrew should have had better writing. Yes, but he is a phenomenal actor and he brought everything, heart and soul, into both sides. Like I said, Tobey was more on the nerdier side when it came to Peter. Andrew still had his nerdy side, but he was still kind of like slick with it. He still had aura. He still had the presence. He had the embodiment. He had more swag than Tobey's version of Peter, for sure. So Tobey's version of Peter is the comic accurate version of Peter. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is the comic accurate version of Spider-Man. Let's keep it real. And I'm not even into the comics like that, and even I know that. And Tom Holland is a mix of both. He's a great Spider-Man and a great Peter Parker with the help of Tony Stark in his nanotech suits, of course. He gets the most ridicule for that. But hey, coming out with a new movie, once Tony died in Endgame, you had Far From Home, then you had No Way Home, No Way Home is ideally the best out of the three, not just for nostalgia, but just for adaptation and character development and growth when he loses Aunt May, when he snaps the way the past with Doctor Strange and everyone forgets his identity, to now Brand New Day coming out in 2026, if I'm not mistaken. And it's going to be a street level movie, and we're going to see where it goes from there. But I said all of that to say, if you made it this far, which isn't that long of a video, it's to literally just do what you have to do to win, and you'll get your flowers later. People will doubt you in the beginning. Each of these men were doubted heavily. Tobey Maguire, he was just the last choice, like desperation. Sony didn't even see potential in him, but he walked so Andrew and Tom could run, right? Imagine, and a lot of people love Tobey for that, but he was the underdog. Same with Andrew, the underdog. He can't live up to Tobey, then get his flowers to No Way Home. Tom Holland, he's just, he can't do this without the Avengers. He always needs the Avengers' help. Yip Yap the Third gets a solo movie and he's on his own and he's going through it. Now you appreciate Tom Holland's version. See, son, it's like real life. You can't please everyone, so you just got to do it for you and prove everybody wrong. Because at the end of the day, whether they like you or they don't, they still watch you. They still went to the movies to see these people. They still went. They still spent their money to see these people. Sometimes they go to see it just to critique it, just to be ignorant. Even if they liked it overall, it's just to be ignorant. Because that's all they know, so they got to be subconscious and try to numb it down to their level because that's who they see themselves as. It's a crazy world we live in. Crazy. But nonetheless, that's the end of this video. I truly hope y'all enjoyed it. Comment down below other future videos you may want to see. Other movies that you may like or want me to review or look over and cover, because, man, we also got the Dark Knight trilogy with Christopher Nolan and Christian Bale. Y'all don't even want to get started on that. But like I said, that may be for another time. Comment any other future videos you may want to see. Hit the subscribe button so you can and turn on the post notifications so you get notified every single time I drop a video, so you can always stay tuned. And until next time, I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Peace.